The Attorney General Faris Al Rawi revealed that over 160 girls between the ages 12 and 16 were impregnated in this country last year. The Attorney General shared this and several other alarming statistics as the debate on child marriages opened in the Senate on Wednesday afternoon. Peter Christopher reports.
Piloting the debate on the Miscellaneous Provisions Marriage Act in the Upper House, the Attorney General reminded the Senate that the genesis for this discussion came following a vote on amendments to the Children's Act in 2012. He noted that during that vote, independent senators abstained, citing the bill's clause concerning sexual penetration being illegal for those under the age of 18. The independent senators argued then that the clauses in the Marriage Act openly contradicted that amendment.
Sexual penetration for anybody who's under 18 years, and Section 20 gives a number of exceptions which we refer to as the Romeo Clause exceptions for children who have sex with anybody who is within 3 years of their age as a child. That's the linkage.
He then came armed with alarming statistics. The Attorney General referred to the number of live births recorded over the 16-year period 1999 to 2015, a tally which measured 15,231 births over that time period. He pointed out that some 700 abortions were conducted by teenagers during that time. He then revealed in the past year over 150 teenagers under the age of 16 gave birth at public hospitals.
The Ministry of Health has confirmed that the amount of children between 11 and 16 years who became pregnant for the 2016 period is 168 children, 11 to 16 years old. The amount of children between 11 to 16 years old who had abortions for 2016 is 12. The amount of children between 11 to 16 years old who gave birth for the period 2016 is 159. That's 1 year only.
He said based on these statistics, as well as the fact that a 13-year-old was indeed married in 2016, it was clear that simply hoping that the country would move away from child marriage was not likely. He also pointed out Trinidad and Tobago was among only 8 countries in the world that allowed marriage at such a young age.
Trinidad and Tobago finds itself as one of 8 countries only in the world, ranking alongside a few other jurisdictions where the age to marry can be as low as 12. Trinidad and Tobago, we have the position of standing alongside the other part of where I come from, Iraq, 9 years old, Saudi Arabia, 10 years old, Sudan, 10 years old, Colombia, 12 years old, Ecuador, 12 years old, Uruguay, 12 years old, the United States of America, 12 years old, and Trinidad and Tobago, 12 years old.
The Attorney General argued that the legal age for drinking, voting, and driving all suggested the age of maturity was much higher than the 12-year-old age of consent granted for marriage, a contract which he argued required similar maturity. Peter Christopher, C News.
However, temporary opposition Senator Dr. Maulana Wafi Mohammed argued the changes to the law was oppressive to members of the Islamic faith. Senator Mohammed explained that according to Islamic doctrine, age of marriage was determined by puberty.
This amendment appears to be oppressive towards the Muslims. The fine, $50,000 and 7 years imprisonment. The fine plus the time in prison, it appears to be oppressive. Which aspect of the marriage is considered to be the offense? Is it the nikah or is it the consummation? Which aspect of it? That has not been defined.
He also argued that pushing the age of marriage beyond puberty would encourage youngsters to partake in illicit activity outside of marriage.
You say 18 years? And people will run helter-skelter and they do anything or what they want until they reach 18 years. And some of them may even hide all the wrongs that they did through abortions and all these things. So, and now sit on to get married with that understanding and that feeling that now we are mature. Islam does not want that.